Ding dong, it's Riven time, bitch. I'm Samuel K. Lydia's with me. Look
Sam,
at.
I think I heard the door ring.
Oh, hello? Who was it?
It's Riven.
Hello, it's Riven, the sequel to Mist, the full title of the game. I'm recording this. Hopefully my computer won't crash and we can actually put this one on my YouTube channel when we're done.
Hell yeah.
Look at the setup for this. So your monitor adjustment. Please follow these
Ooh.
instructions to ensure optimum color balance. Usually in games, this is just like in the menu that you can do.
Yeah, it's in your settings. You don't have to do it before
Yeah.
you set up.
And then volume adjustment. Please adjust the volume of your computer. That's kind of loud, huh? Most internal computer speakers about the size and quality of the speaker in common house phone. We highly recommend external stereo speakers or headphones. You know, a common house phone. They're so common these days. Everybody's got a house phone.
God. We
Uh,
still have a house phone.
do you?
Yeah, we get like a fucking what they're not called spam callers. What do you call them?
Oh, yeah, spam.
Yeah, we get one of those every day, and it's like this recording of a woman saying, "Your internet is going to be shut off in 24 hours."
Is that
And
just
it's like,
because your parents aren't paying their bills?
no, it would be a real fucking person talking. Actually, no, they wouldn't ring you. They just send you a bill.
Yeah, that's true. I always get this phone call on my cell phone, and it goes, "You've qualified for a new interest rate on your credit card," and I'm like, "Oh, this is a scam.
Yeah.
If I give them my information, they'll steal all my money."
About a month ago, I got really, really into those not video, videos on YouTube, just watching people fuck with scammers. And one guy actually, because when they were doing like when they asked him to give them remote access to his computer, he managed, like, he was using a virtual machine anyway.
Oh, I saw that, and he got control of their computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very funny stuff.
I love it. It's not just funny, but it's like, yeah, justice. Oh, you know.
Lydia, I think this is all we got. We're gonna start a new game. Ubisoft. That's a French company that makes video games.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Fair play to them.
You ever been to France?
Yeah.
I never have. I've been to Kentucky.
Oh yeah. What's it like there?
About the same as Indiana.
Yeah. I've always wondered about the difference between states because Ireland is so fucking small.
Right, yeah. Well, like, in, like, the general area where I am, like, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, they're all basically the same. But, like, you move to, like, you know, California, things are really different because it's a different part of the world. Oh, look who it is! It's your man.
Why is that next to him on the... Oh, it's a lamp. 2 seconds, I gotta let my cat into the room.
Okay.
There's a great deal of history that you should know,
Yeah?
but I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Most of what you'll need to know is in there.
Oh, I didn't mute my microphone.
No, you didn't.
Well hidden.
Oh. Is he saying that?
For reasons you'll discover.
Yeah, he's
I
talking.
can't send
For
you
him.
to Riven with a way out, but I can give you this.
It's the old man in the
It's to
sea.
your linking book, back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan.
Again?
Ken.
Once you've found Catherine,
Mm-hmm.
signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back.
I think she's dead.
You could make eye contact while you're talking to me, Atris.
He's so busy writing his diary, even though nothing fucking happens to him down in this cave.
Yeah, I can turn the game volume up in a little bit.
If this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Okay, thanks. The book effects are better now. Oh, Lydia, look out! We're gonna hit the page! Oh, okay, never mind. Oof. It scared me for a second there. Oh, we're in a cage! Oh no!
Oh no. Oh.
Nice hat.
Idiot.
What a dumbass. Yeah.
Is that Catherine?
Mm-hmm. You're not missing much, Glorvam. He's just talking gibberish.
Wait, Catherine.
Did you just steal my book?
Yeah, he fucking did.
You dick!
Give it back, Catherine.
Wait, is that Catherine?
Yeah, that's Catherine.
I just assumed Catherine was gonna be a woman.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Catherine's dead.
He got bit by a mosquito and died. You haven't missed a lot, Undead Cowboy. We just saw this fella get killed.
Hmm.
You know, good on Atris for designing this Riven book so that you are instantly teleported into a fucking cage. Oh, it's one of the Sand People from Star Wars.
Hello.
Hi.
Where'd
He does as he... Did he just break the thing?
Don't know. Welcome to Riven.
What a shithole. Glorvam, you said yourself, my friend.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
We see a person on Riven. We assume it's Catherine.
Yeah, it's Catherine. It was a man that wasn't speaking English, but that had to have been Catherine. I don't like that this isn't full screen.
Well, you can adjust that in your settings, can you?
Fuck if I know. No?
Oh, did he? He might have.
Atris did mention Gen before, but I didn't know who that guy was. Options? Yeah, there's no... Okay. Start... Saved game?
My God.
Alright.
So oldie-timey.
I know, this... Oh, just a big old hole.
Ooh.
Look at the little finger. Like...
It's cute, actually. It's a
little crooked turnaround finger. Okay, so there's a little blue line next to these clickers.
Is there?
Yeah. I don't know if that does anything, but we'll take a look. We'll look around a little. Look at this big old sword. Wait, what?
You can't look at it.
Eh.
Not allowed.
Not allowed to look. Yeah, look, he put a ninja's shuriken in there.
Oh.
So, I guess I'm just gonna write Riven at the top of a page in my little notebook here.
Cool.
To signify that we're now working on Riven, Lydia. You know, Riven, the sequel to Myst. You've heard of it.
Yeah, Riven the sequel to Myst, based on the novel by Push by Suffer.
Oh, I got Gior Vam is now following me on Twitch.
Ooh.
Ooh la la, thank you. Thank you, Gior. I don't have any notifications or anything on my actual stream, so I just gotta check my email occasionally and thank people normally.
Oh.
So, but I think that's adds a more personal touch that a robot isn't telling me to thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I remember this game. It's lovely. Oh, okay. He says there's a background story for Riven that came out before Riven released, so it's not like...
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we finished Myst, and we know that Catherine is missing, and she is, I guess, here.
There she is.
There's oh, there she is. She's this bug.
Yeah. She's hot.
Oh yeah, nice thorax, baby. This game looks a lot better. When did this game came out? 99?
I don't fucking know.
Hey Google, what year did Riven, the sequel to Myst, come out?
According to Wikipedia, Riven, the sequel to Myst, was released in 1997 and was followed by 3 more direct sequels.
Oh, I've
Myst
got a
3,
book.
Exile in 2001, Myst IV, Revelation in 2004, and Myst V, End of Ages in 2005.
Okay, that's
to
enough.
read more, look for the link in your Google Home app.
I said
Tell
that's
us more. What's this book say?
Okay. Oh, it came out on Halloween.
Ooh.
They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. On the 87th day of the 6th month of the 16th year.
Who's her dad?
Revisions to Riven completed. Her dad,
Wait, whose diary is this?
Anne Frank.
Oh, fuck.
The revisions to Riven completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments which need to be made, but the basic corrections have been entered and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring their instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible that I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against the prenotation and can find no discrepancy. I've not had a rest in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, perhaps after a short rest I will see something. Oh, would this be June 18th, 1987?
No.
Success! It appears that my repairs have been effective, after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it is impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Shh. Just a few more weeks of work, and I should be free, at last, to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me with little time to think, to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. I've received no sign from her in all that time. No sign at all. And I'm afraid that I must assume she is all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts to bring her back.
Yeah, fair enough.
June 19th, 1987. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I have never presumed to have such power, yet the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable. I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world, but the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible.
Yeah.
The problem now is Gen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he once was. I think this is Atris reading, right?
Yeah, I mean, but who's his dad?
Mike.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in over 30 years. Is Gen his dad?
Oh my god, I have no idea.
Possibly. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but his history forces me to assume that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore Dunny civilization has left too many innocent creatures lying in its wake, or dying in its wake, and would continue to do so were he to once again be free of the confines of Riven, or the Fifth Age, as he coldly called it. The universe has been safe from his corruptive influence for the last 33 years, because no one has been able to leave that age. The last linking book out of Riven, having been lost in the Starfisher upon my return to Miss.
Huh.
Oh, was that the book that he dropped? Because I remember the Starfisher that he showed, like, that was what he was falling into, and he drops a book, but then...
Oh, yeah, that's probably it, so...
that was my intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all existing links to other worlds, and since the art of constructing books has long been lost with the fall of the Dunny, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. Dunny, is that not like a
outdoors toilet?
Is it an outdoor toilet? I thought it was a what you give a baby, like a pacifier.
Oh no, that's dummy.
Oh well, it looks like the dummy's me.
Oh.
In effect, that is what we achieved. By the way it fell, however, was no one's ideal. Though the sting of the incident has gradually faded from my memory, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to be has never left me. At the time, it seemed all so clear. Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue. It was never my choice that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to pay for it. Enough! To dwell in the past is to die in the present.
Fair enough.
The situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired in the years since has yet to be applied to this problem. I skipped like a whole line there, but whatever. I think I have the solution. Why did it not occur to me sooner? I do not know unless the idea had been pushed out with the thought of my sons. Oh, well, tell me the idea, you dipshit.
He's telling you a prison book.
Oh, a prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Dunny, I chanced upon a formula for the most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, due to the fact that my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I was forced to leave it behind. Years later, however, as a part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find that I could still recall most of the formula, and with the experimentation, quickly succeeded in creating one of the devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such as that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. That is, unless someone else uses the book, at which point that person would become trapped as the first person displaced into the world. So the red and blue books from the last game.
Mm-hmm.
The technique can be applied to books that have already been written, changes to the original text being so slight that anyone who's unfamiliar with the code would be unable to detect them. If indeed my father is not changed, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Dunny?
Mm.
Oh, July 2nd, 1987. Trouble! My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have begun again.
Oh no.
The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not at first concern me. It's only rumbling a little. Tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects that I anticipated during the initial phase of the island's readjustment. Still, in order to verify my assumptions, I decided to calculate again, incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is no more extensive than I'd realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. Completely... here we go. July 3rd, 1987.
Mm-hmm.
I must act while we still have the time. The signs are barely visible, but there's no question the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent. Unless I can keep ahead, that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. He took the 4th of July off.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to make that joke for the whole page here.
Oh my god.
Lit some fireworks with Cirrus and Atris. We had a barbecue, hot dogs and hamburgers. With every passing moment, I gain a clear picture of what incredible chaos that my father's economy of worlds has yielded. But it is a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no end to this. The last few days have all but convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that, at best, I can only strive to delay it now, and hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the Tremors!
Oh, yay! Okay.
Hell yeah! It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. Look, a week later, something truly miraculous has happened, beyond all conceivable probability. What? Lydia? She died. Beyond all conceivable probability, someone has finally found my lost mislinking book and has freed me from this prison. Oh, that's us. I immediately realized this could be a solution to my dilemma, and I believe that my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. I'm still not sure it can work. Logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the mere fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven and yet proceed with my original intent to find Catherine has given me renewed hope. July 16th, 1987. Last few days, I've left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once Gen had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and risk the possibility of inadvertently releasing Gen. The deteriorated state of the gateway image makes the use of a visual signal impossible, but the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I am still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur on a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual could affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an anomaly that appears to rip between two separate systems, the Starfisher. But how, or even if this fact could be exploited, I cannot say. Sending someone to Riven also means that I receive the signal they'd be ready to return. I would have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. However, provided my father was safely out of the way, there should be take very little time. After that, assuming the island does not incur much damage in my absence, it should be a relatively simple matter to hold it together long enough for Catherine to return to Riven and evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a signal without knowing the topography of the island may prove to be impossible, but I'm afraid there can be only one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for failure will be greatly diminished. The prison book is all that is taken there. I'm sure my father is expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. Okay. Cool. We read our book. And apparently the margins here serve a purpose, so whatever. Hello, JM. Welcome back. It's nice to see you. Oh! I bet these go in some kind of order. This bug is a guy writing his book. JM, you rascal. It's good to see you in the chat again. Not your physical personage necessarily, but to see your name there and know that I'm among friends is a relief. How's that? Is that better, JM? Everybody worships the guy that was writing the book as a god. Bing, bang, boom. He captures somebody beneath the waves. Oh, this is probably Gen throwing Atris into the Starfisher, I would guess.
But who's been throwing him in? Hi, I'm back.
Hi, Lydia.
Hello, I got some jalapeno poppers. I'll try not to eat too loudly.
Yeah, just eat as loud as you want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's good to be opaque, says JM, when people say it's good to see you again. I mean, if you're not opaque, that means you're a ghost, which means a lot of your problems are solved already, so. Then there's the 5 wise men, and they're reading the Torah, I guess. I would assume. Am I back at the beginning? No, I've got one more bug to look at, Lydia. Look, I'm touching this book, and then there's a monster, and they're burning the trees to make paper, I guess.
You don't... Wait. You don't burn trees together.
Maybe you don't. This says... Wiggity wiggity woo. Blah blah blah. It's all a bunch of gibberish.
That's racist.
Is it?
I don't know.
It's racist against my own people, though. This is obviously a pentagram. Some kind of satanic worship thing going on, so I can say whatever I want about the Satanists, because I'm in the club. Let's see. Let's head down here. Yeah, I guess. It's just, oh.
Ooh.
Rickety old door with a lock on it. Remember that. Should I be, like, writing some of this shit down? Like,
I think you can break that gate.
I just wrote down rickety door by the bug room. You can break it?
Yeah, see that thing down there?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
that?
I've got a... Oh, you can crawl under.
Oh, yeah. I remember there... Yeah, it's something to do with that door. I'm a fucking genius.
I wish I could take the little knife.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
How am I going to defend myself if I need to? Oh, you know what? I need to rotate the room and then come back in here. Okay, that's easy.
It's fun.
I also want to see what's down here. I want to see, like, everywhere I can go.
Oh, there's like a weird chair again.
Oh, yeah, fucked up chair. Man, I gotta say,
good.
it's still, pretty low resolution. Because it's an older game, right? But this game looks a lot better, like...
Yeah.
Some pretty impressive visuals. Uh-oh. Riven is mostly about exploration and the puzzle solving comes later. Okay, that's fair. Oh, if I hit this switch, a door opens, wherever that is. Good. What's this one? This one doesn't have a switch. Okay. So I'm making a little mental map here, Lydia. You're gonna have to keep me honest here.
I just bit into a jalapeno popper and the juice ran down my fucking wrist.
Did it?
Yeah.
I would love a jalapeno popper, actually.
They're so tasty. I'm so grateful for this meal.
Was that you praying?
Yeah. I mean, in a secular kind of way. Just being like, holy shit, this food's class.
Ah, damn, looky here.
Yeah.
Now, I've played, like, a very little bit of Riven, too, but, like, I don't
Mhm.
remember any of this, honestly.
It's a little tram.
Yeah, I don't want to get in it yet, though. I want to figure out whatever I can on this island before I hop on the little thing and
Yeah.
leave.
That's how I play these things, too.
Yeah. So, I know my method of egress, I just don't want to take it yet. Okay,
the Rivenese public transit system.
Ooh, look, some apples and things.
Figs.
What is a fig but a wrinkly apple?
Nope.
Wait, no. Is a fig wrinkly? I've never had a fig, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I've only ever had dried figs, actually.
Yeah, I've only ever had,
no.
like... Is a dried fig a date?
No, I think they're actually just called dried figs.
Oh, are they? Okay. What, is a date a completely different fruit?
Oh, no. I can't tell you anything with confidence now. I'm just confused.
Yeah, same. I don't know for sure. Okay, so... This door over here... Alright, so I want to rotate this whole contraption. It will help you figure it out, says JM. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
You know, like the laugh, like yuck, 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 yuck.
Oh, no one laughs like that here.
No, yeah, it must be...
They only laugh in spite here.
You just laugh in spite in Ireland?
Yeah.
Is
Our
the...
culture is really similar to the Russian culture.
Yeah? Well, I prefer...
Catholic and spiteful.
I prefer cultures where you take your time, so... Like Russian.
Actually, you had to explain. I didn't get it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like to stop and smell the roses once in a while.
Thanks.
Oh, there's another door here.
Hmm.
Okay. So, if I go through the thing, there's just going to be a wall there, right? I think.
What do you mean?
If I go underneath the...
Will we go through the gate again, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. Now it should be open when it rotates over there, right?
Yeah. Why not? You can check through the keyhole, right?
Yeah, I'll look through the little hole. Dog had puppies Sunday. Just checked on them and 4 died since last night. Jesus, undead cowboy!
Man.
That sucks, dude.
Is it because the weather's been so bad?
I remember my dog had puppies when I was a little kid, and I don't know what happened to all the puppies. We kept one. We named him Bob Schultz. And,
is that like a famous person, or?
no, it's just the guy that my dad knew, and my dad asked me what to name the dog, so I said Bob Schultz.
That's fucking hilarious. Imagine him finding out, and he'd be like, what does it mean?
Bob Schultz died. Both the dog and the old man.
Yeah, that was gonna be my question.
Yeah, they're both dead. Long dead. I, on the other hand, I'm still kicking. Lydia, you don't have to worry about me. No, it's dog's first litter, and weather's been mild.
That sucks.
It sucks, man. I have a dog. He's not a puppy. He's just a dog.
He's like a teenager, though, right?
He's 3.
Is that teenage and dog years?
Probably. They still show the same things? Yeah, they do. Although, I think I just spotted, like, a button on the ground. Oh, I guess that's just the little light. So, coming in here when the door is open doesn't do anything until I get rid of these gates, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to get rid of the gates.
There is another room.
Oh, is there?
Can you go left or right through there?
Through this tunnel?
Yeah?
No, it just makes me turn around.
Okay.
I guess I'll just reset this door to the original position. I'm not sure exactly what this game wants of me right now. Maybe I need to come back later. Because this is not the, Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of these gates, so... Maybe I will go take the tram. But where am I going to take it? Just make sure I didn't miss anything back here. I don't think I did. Yeah, let's go take the tram, Lydia.
Okay.
Okay. There's got to be another way in, though, because pentagons. This is JM. Oh, I didn't notice this big gold sphere while I was...
You didn't?
Somehow didn't notice the gigantic golden sphere as I was walking back here. That's the Smash Brothers logo. Riven's gonna be in Smash. You ever play Smash Brothers, Lydia?
No.
It's pretty fun. You just play Super Mario, beat people up in it.
I've literally never played anything Nintendo.
Really? You never played Mario or Luigi or...
No, because, like, I'd never had a console, like... Yeah. I had a Game Boy Advanced, and I had a SpongeBob game on it. Oh, and Spyro.
Spyro the Dragon. The very same.
Are there any Spyro games anymore? I love those.
They just re-released the Spyro trilogy on PlayStation 4. So you can play all the old Spyro games with new graphics now.
Cool. You need to buy a PlayStation 4, though.
I've never played Spyro.
It's good crap.
It might be on Switch, too. If you have a Nintendo Switch. I do.
A Switch would be cheaper than a PlayStation 4.
Yes. They're about the same, actually, if you buy a used PlayStation 4. I think a Switch is $250, a PlayStation 4 was $250 used. I've long since been a Nintendo and PlayStation console owner. Oh, look. Okay, so I'm gonna write I and then KI on the back of this.
Yeah.
Sure, that's probably important.
See, I remember that noise, but I don't remember the answers to any puzzle.
Oh, is the noise important?
No, I just think it's a nice noise.
I'm just gonna write frog noise.
Maybe it is important. Oh, I remember you look at rocks in a funny way.
I usually do, yeah, IRL too.
Same.
KI. I have a PS4. I don't have an Xbox One. But I've got a PS4 and I've got a PC and I have a Switch. I don't have any use for an Xbox One.
What's Alienware?
Alienware is a PC company that makes gaming PCs.
Oh, cool.
I always built my own gaming PC because I wanted to make it special to my needs. Okay, that blue button didn't do anything. Or maybe it did. It was the same as the button I called the tram with. Did it make the tram leave? I'm just trapped here? No. Oh, I bet if I end up here, I can call the tram with that if I...
I think so.
Probably. Okay. I just wrote, like, a picture of an eyeball. The KI thing. Is K, like, a Roman numeral?
Yes.
Which one's it?
No.
A million? A bajillion?
No, it's not, I don't think. I only know M, C, V, and X.
And
I
D.
don't know, sorry.
D's one of them.
You're right, it is.
K is potassium, says Undead Cowboy. Thank
Good
you.
point.
You pull that eyeball out and there's just a banana behind it.
Hell yeah. Oh, I remember this. Oh my god.
There's bugs everywhere. What a shithole.
Do you remember this from the stained glass window? All the trees cut down?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, wait, what? It's not letting me control anything. Oh, there's a man up there.
You gotta watch him.
Hey! Hello?
Graham!
Graham, turn that thing off. It's freaking me out.
Yeah, I got you two in the fridge.
Let's see. Like, see, this is one of the things that I think video games need to work on. Like, if we were supposed to, like, interact with that guy,
Yeah.
where did he even go?
No, hey, I don't think you... It's a mist game. You don't touch anyone.
No touching.
No touching. It's a mist game. No
Okay,
touching.
I walked in here. He's up there. Like, if this were a real life, I could have just gone, hey!
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
But it's not real life. It's Riven life.
This place fucking sucks. There's all the trees are cut down. There's bugs everywhere.
Oh, I think you see some kids in a second.
There's these big fucked up mushrooms. Oh, cool.
That's you.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big, like, evil chameleon, I guess. I'm getting chameleon vibes from that thing, right?
Lizard eyes.
Yeah. Music's really nice. Alright, I didn't go this way. Let's see what's up this way. Got these... I just heard something go like...
One of the aliens thinks you're sexy.
One of them thinks my tractor is sexy. That's a country song.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How's it go?
She thinks my tractor's sexy. I don't know. That's literally all I know of that song.
So it is a real song, you're not lying.
Oh yeah, for sure. Very
Catherine.
very still ocean today. Oh, look!
Children.
There's some pixels running around up there. Oh, there we go. There's some people down there. Look. Hey, come on. Hey, wait!
Catherine, is that you?
Catherine? I'm looking to see if, like...
Manic Pixel Dream Girl.
Catherine! Hey, it's me. Samuel K. I've come to rescue you. Your husband, Atris, sent me. You've got these, like, weird wattle and daub huts stuck on the side of the wall.
Yeah, they look like things that insects build for themselves, don't they?
Yeah, kind of a hive.
Mm.
Hello?
Let me in! Hey, kitty.
Hello? Is that your
Couldn't
cat
resist
talking?
the smell of jalapenos.
Hello, it's me, the cat.
That's not Sam, that's you doing that.
Hello, Lydia.
Sounds like Marge Simpson.
It's me, Marge Simpson. Marge, it's my wife. It's me, Canadian Homer Simpson. Hello. Marge, where's our son Bart?
Eat my ass.
Bart, that's not very nice to me, your father, Homer. Homer Simpson. I'm Canadian.
Philip, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Shut up.
I'm taking my dog to the vet tomorrow, did I tell you that, Lydia?
Yeah, how's his foot, actually?
It's actually looking okay. He's doing good.
I mean, that has happened to my cats before, but I know cat paws and dog paws are different.
He ripped a toenail out, for anybody interested. Came in from outside, and he was licking his foot, and he was whining. I was like, what's wrong with you? What'd you do, you idiot?
Hey, a kitty.
I don't know why I can't just break into this place. Doesn't look like it's... Hello!
There's no kicking in mist.
I wish that there were guns, right?
No, that's why I like these games. You don't have to fucking shoot anyone.
I've not played Path of Exile, Undead Cowboy.
What is that?
It's a free-to-play, kind of Diablo-ish game. Diablo.
What's that? Devil.
Diablo is,
Spanish for devil.
yeah. Italian for devil. Diavolo.
Diablo.
JM removed their dog's thumbs to stop her from breaking her dew claw.
I don't know what that means. What's a dew claw?
Dew claw is basically the thumb of the foot. For a dog. If that makes any sense to you.
The thumb of the foot for a dog, yeah.
Oh, do I need to shut the lid?
Yeah. While you're in there, though, like...
Oh, really?
Wait, did you lift it
hold
back
on.
up?
If I put it down, can I get into it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the point, it's an underwater thing.
I've never played Path of Exile. I know it's free. I can't get down there now, Lydia, you ding-a-ling.
You can get down now if you go down the ladders.
And what? Swim?
Oh, yeah.
You fucking gobshite. You...
Where'd you learn that word?
I don't know, TV somewhere. Where did you learn how to talk like that, young man? Not in this house. Just mommed me.
My cat's upset.
How do you close this, Lydia?
I couldn't tell you.
You played the fucking game. Listen to that woman, man. Oh, should I listen to Lydia and go down the ladder?
I'm a fucking genius.
You're a fucking nuisance is what you are.
I smell like beef.
I smell like beef. Okay, I'll put it down and I'll go down the ladders and we'll see what happens. And if Lydia's lying to me, the next thing that you'll hear from her microphone is me coming up behind her and stabbing her in the back of the head with an ice pick. Sorry, Lydia, that's how you're gonna die.
That's fair enough.
And it's gonna be Giorvam's fault. Lydia, I wouldn't stab you in the back of the head with an ice pick.
No, why are you lying?
No,
Earlier
I wouldn't.
I was feeding my cat and she started purring while she was eating her dinner.
Aww.
And she was so grateful.
What a guy.
What a guy.
It's gotta be said. Oh, hold on. The thing is right over there now? Hold on a
Cats are
second.
Satan.
Are they?
But I love Satan.
I do.
I love my little friend.
That's the thing. I was thinking about it the other day. The amount of times I've walked past someone's house and their dog has like come out and barked and like snapped at my ankles, and I haven't been sure whether it's going to attack me or not.
Yeah.
I've never once been attacked by a cat without provocation. Like, cats don't go for you.
Yeah, they
And
don't
I mean,
want to
like,
fight.
Yeah, domestic cats. Yeah, they're not out. Like, dogs will attack you without provocation if you're just on their territory, but cats will never go for you unless you're like actually getting all up in their business, like trying to touch them.
My dog's very chill. He barks if somebody knocks on the door, but then like he's instantly okay. Oh, yeah. Lydia, it's like Space Mountain.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my god, where are we going?
Oh my god, this is giving me acid flashbacks, Lydia.
It'd be cool if this was in VR, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be pretty nice. If they made like a remastered version. It's because cats are independent little fucktards that don't give a damn if some random stranger walks up and murders their human.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm
It's
okay
almost
with
like-
cats.
I think the company that cats give you is different to dogs because you don't need each other.
See, I prefer a
and-
dog because my dog sees me as some like unkillable god that he unquestionably worships.
The thing is with cats, they have an absolute choice not to be here. My cat could leave the house at any time. And
Ah!
but like sometimes they do leave for weeks and then come back. But the thing is they come back and you realize that when they're with you, they actually want to hang out with you. And it's not because they rely on you, they need you like a dog does. Do you know what I mean?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's nice.
I like my dog because when I come home, it's like the best day of his fucking life every time I walk in the door, every time. And like, I could have gone out to get the mail, and he's just like instantly like, holy shit, it's you! And jumps up and down, and he like gets all excited, and he gets out of breath, and he starts like snorting and coughing at me. He's, I'm like, yeah, it's me, buddy.
That is really nice. It's very validating.
It's also very fun. He picks up on social cues from humans,
Yeah.
and he understands what applause is.
Really?
And if I start applauding and going, yay, he gets all excited and trying to like jump up and bite my hands and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he loves it. He starts celebrating with me.
He's so clever.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart dog. But like he understands like, oh, he's happy about something. I'm happy now too.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Cowboy says that dogs are awesome. He had a dog when he was 5 and saved from getting bit by a rattlesnake. And then JM said, dude, that boiler is lit.
I like that.
My 11-year-old cousin, she says everything is lit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's her deal right now, is things are lit.
What does it sound like in an Indiana accent?
She goes,
Sounds...
she just goes, that's lit.
Oh, not like, well, it's lit.
That's lit.
Pigs like the mud.
Pigs like the mud. I think she was from Kentucky.
Is Indiana next to Kentucky?
Yeah, we're north of Kentucky.
Okay.
I used to live in a place that was very near the Kentucky border.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and there was some haunted thing, right?
No, that's the Illinois border. I lived at kind of the
Oh.
crotch of Indiana, Illinois, and Kentucky.
Ah, the groin.
I lived, the place where I lived... Oh, this is more that Channelwood age shit, isn't it? Yeah.
Indiana is the south of the Midwest. That's what it sounds like, yeah.
It's very
right?
true. Especially
Yeah.
southern Indiana. because there's a lot of overlap from Kentucky. I lived about 60 miles from the border between Indiana and Kentucky in a town called Vincennes, and we call it Vintucky because
How do you spell Vincennes?
Vincennes. It is French. The city was founded by French fur traders along the Wabash River. And they were from Vincennes in France, or I believe as the French call it, Vincent.
Vincent.
But we just called it Vincennes. We also had a Dubois Street.
Yeah, I don't like it when there's Irish names in America and you all pronounce it wrong.
Like what?
Like, I can't remember now, but there's lots of places named after Irish counties and towns and stuff.
I know, when I read Harry Potter, I thought that character's name was Seamus for years.
Yeah,
Seamus. Yeah. And then I heard it in the movie and I was like, oh, it's Seamus, eh?
What does he say again? Me ma's a muggle, me dad's a leprechaun, no.
Me muggle's a dad, me dad's a banshee. Hi, shy, where's me shillelagh, Harry Potter? That's what I use instead of a wand. Shane Bagara.
Shillelagh? I've never heard anyone say that in Ireland. I've only ever heard that on the television from American people.
Oh, really? Talking about shillelaghs?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would it be, like a kosh for you guys?
What?
Like a bludgeon?
A stick, like.
What do you beat somebody with in Ireland?
A hurley.
A hurley? Yeah. You just make up a fucking word?
No. There's a game called hurling.
Yeah.
And it's like baseball but on the ground.
Well, we usually typically play baseball in midair, so
that's it, like.
I don't know what any of this does, Lydia. And I don't know.
You gotta line up the pipes.
Oh, okay. So
turn around.
Alright, so I want this to come in here. And that looks like it is the second.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go do that.
And you see that based on mileage from east to west.
Indiana counts as the Midwest. I think. I don't know.
Midwest in America means east.
Yes, true.
Because we're all fucking idiots.
Well, it was called the Midwest, I think, before we had a West.
Before the West you noticed that there was a West.
Before we noticed there was more out there. I don't know. I like Indiana. It's an okay state to live in. I've got little to no complaints so far. Oh, something just happened.
Rumbling in the jungle. Oh.
Yeah?
You've done something. Go around to the door and see if something happened. No.
Nothing.
Sad.
What if I do this? A bunch of boiling water sprays out and kills me?
Yeah. Have you tried that one there? That little one there, to the right?
Oh, I didn't even see you.
What did that do, like?
I can't move my... Oh, it stopped the...
Oh, it turned off the heat.
Okay. So if I close this, and then I'm going to hit this switch. That boiler is no longer lit.
Is that draining it? I don't know what's happening.
The water level didn't change.
Yeah. Oh,
I think the water level just lowered. Maybe.
Yeah, it used to be up to that thing.
Hey, kitty.
Oh, it just instantly went back up.
Oh.
So that starts the Berlin. What if I just hit this? Ah, there we go!
Ooh.
That emptied it out. Okay, and that'll fill it back up. Okay, interesting. I agree with you, JM. It's weird that Virginia counts as the South when it's, like, middle in the East. But the Middle East is a whole different region entirely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Indiana's a nice place to live. There's the Southern Indiana accent that I always talk about. My best example of it was one time a friend of mine called Emily Baldridge a Cretin. And my teacher's name was Mr. Allstat. And she goes, Mr. Allstat, what's a Cretin?
That's cute.
Yeah.
It's a cute accent.
If you look at old videos of me, I talk like that too. I talk like this because this is the way we talk in Southern Indiana. And I don't talk like that any longer because I was very embarrassed as a child by my accent, and as a result trained it out of my voice. I'm not so worked up about it now, though. It doesn't bother me as much. I've been intentionally using poor grammar here in my later days because sometimes I feel that using poor grammar gets my point across better. Because if I say I don't care about nothing no more, I think it further emphasizes how little I care.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. Looked up the definition of Cretan. Sees a picture of Samuel K. Ha ha ha, cowboy. Very funny. Very funny. Undead
Settlers
cowboy. Settlers of Catan. I've never played that either. I guess there's nothing I can do in here. It's just letting me look down and there's some rusty grates there.
You have to lift up the floor.
Oh, lift up the floor and walk across. I just had that thought too, actually. There we go. Oh.
Oh no!
Hold on. Do I need to fill it with water again?
Maybe.
Or...
I'm gonna go grab a can of Coke.
Okay.
The cat's gonna scream.
Scream and scream and scream.
Oh, she did a silent meow. Sorry, kitty. I love you. My best friend.
Very rude of you to say that, Undead Cowboy. I've been nothing but nice to you and made jokes about your prosthetic leg and getting shot in the head, so... I guess it was all in fair game. I call soda pop because I dated a person from Canada, and he just called it pop, so I started calling it pop while talking to him, and it just kind of stuck. So all soda is pop to me now. Also, I think it sounds funnier to say pop. Okay, turn off the boiler. Open this to drain it. Oh wait, do I have to put this down? Put the
Root beer's
floor
not a
back
kind of
down.
Coke. The floor has gone down again, Sam.
Lydia, don't you think I know that? I will never, ever understand the depths of your ignorance, Lydia.
Yeah.
Hold on, I figured this out. I just need to hit this little lever over here on the side.
Uh-huh.
This one.
Yeah.
Then it'll drain, then the floor is up, and then I can go in there.
Oh yeah.
See, I say I'm going to the store to buy Pop Undead Cowboy, and that means I'll buy Coke, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, and Sprite.
I say fizzy drinks.
Yeah. You were telling me about cordials. Wasn't that what you called them?
Yeah, when you
You mix it with vodka or whatever?
you have that concentrated juice drink, basically.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
Really? See, that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But it's actually really weird to think about it. We have all these concentrated juice drinks that you bring home and you fill a little bit of a glass with it and then add tap water. Is it because you can't drink tap water in America?
No, you can drink tap water in America.
Can you?
I drink tap water.
Okay.
I'll see why
Like, is
not.
it okay for you?
Yeah, it tastes fine. I mean,
Do private companies not own the water in America?
we do pay a like utility company that like maintains the like the water pressure and stuff, and if you don't pay your water bill, they turn it off. But,
That's
like,
wild.
Yeah.
Water's a fucking human right here.
Well, I mean,
Falls
like,
out of the fucking sky, dude.
I know, it's...
Like...
Tell me about it.
But the thing is, like, our water towers and stuff, a lot of our infrastructure was built by, like, farmers in the country back in, like, the fucking 40s who unionized,
yeah.
basically, and got together and did it for, you know, the group of the people working that land, you know? So it's kind of like it was a communal thing when it started. So there's a history of Irish water infrastructure there, so...
Let's see. JM and Undead Cowboy are arguing about soda and pop. Gior Vam says, if there was not that woman there, I think you would have stuck to the door. You need to bend under it, remember? No offense. Gior Vam, I appreciate the follow, but you slamming me for being a dummy.
No, I told him to stay and keep rotating the room, didn't I?
Here.
Oh, I remember this.
There, I've set the trap. Oh, I guess I can unset the trap too. Can I just keep sticking stuff on there? What do I leave?
Barbecue.
Nothing. Alright, bye. Of course not, just kidding, Gior says. I'm messing with you too. I like being kind of confrontational with my chat usually.
Oh, there's a secret door around here, I remember. Maybe should I not tell you these things?
No, you should tell me. That's fine.
Okay. If you close these doors, there's a door behind it, but I don't know. Yeah, to the right or to the left.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's really weird how, like, colloquially you guys will call Coke, like, for anything. Like, it's like how I use the brand name. Like, in Ireland, it's normal to call ballpoint pens Biros, which is the company that makes ballpoint pens.
They do that in Germany, too.
Yeah, we call them Biros, like, but... I don't know why.
I've seen another one of these spinning domes in the treetop village. I don't know that this is helping me do anything, but here's a big spinning dome.
It's looking at you.
I'm really enjoying this fight going on between Undead Cowboy and JM right now.
Do you hear how ridiculous you sound?
Do you how ridiculous you sound, sir? I'll have you know. And then Undead Cowboy's cowboy hat, he takes it off and throws it on the ground and goes, "Consarn it! God,
I want a Coke!
God damn you, you Yankee bastard!" Like Yosemite Sam, he's firing his guns in the air.
Wait, where's JM from?
JM is from Wisconsin, I think he mentioned before.
Oh, yeah! I remember.
Do you see how ridiculous we're arguing about this online? Like either of us gives a fuck what the other thinks. Oh, hey, the giant golden dome!
Hello.
Hello. Darn tootin'. Hey, Fiddle! I'm glad they put this extra step of me having to hit this lever to lower this bridge.
It's like earlier when you had to press a button to get through a door. Oh no, that was a mist. But it's like, why?
Oh. This lever didn't do anything, Lydia.
I think maybe because it has to meet another bridge at the other side or something.
Oh, okay. Well.
Riven.
Which way was the lever before I touched it? It was
Oh,
back. It's forward now, I think, was what I did. How I changed it. Hold on. Did I just make an incredible broach of cowboy etiquette? You'd never throw your hat on the ground, would you, Undead Cowboy? Oh, I guess that's true too. It should be missed. I clicked Riven to update it, but
Yeah, you wrote.
I thought I changed it. I don't know how Twitch works, honestly. I'm an elderly man. This is a young man's game.
Yeah, I'm old as hell.
Well, Riven is an old man's game. Twitch is a young man's game. I just go on here and play video games and talk to people. That's true. He is JM is older than us, so
Oh yeah.
we're not quite as ancient as JM. No offense, JM. Fiddle says, I'm pretty sure this game is for queers like me. You know, I seem to be enjoying it, so. In the BD. Oh, wait, there's another lever here.
Okay, so he wouldn't ever throw his hat on the ground, Sam.
Oh, okay. You're literally trying to argue culture with a redneck who gives no fucks and is amusing the shit out of me. No, never throw a hat on the ground. I would take it off and hand it to someone.
Oh, that's like when girls fight and you hand your earrings to someone.
Is that something that you do? Is you take your earrings and give them to somebody?
Well, I don't physically fight people, so that's not really like my thing. But I definitely would in case someone fucking ripped him out of your ear. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The argument was about, like, the difference between Coke, soda, pop, that thing. Jorvam has 3 kids.
Oh, cool.
How old are you, Jorvam? I mean, if you don't mind my asking. I'm 33. I'm 1 year older than Jesus ever got to be, Lydia.
That's brilliant. Fair play.
I outlived Jesus of Nazareth. What then to do about Jesus of Nazareth, hero of... Wait. Miracle Wonder Man, hero of fools. That's from Jesus Christ Superstar 2, and the guy sings like that.
I assumed it was from that musical.
Yeah, you like Jesus Christ Superstar?
I've never seen it, you know this.
It's really good. Yeah, we talked literally about it yesterday, and I sang a bunch of it to you. I don't want your blood money. Oh, that doesn't matter. Our expenses are good. Mist was released when I was 20 years old. Wow! When Mozart was
my age, he'd been dead for 6
I really like that everybody's answering how old they are with a riddle. It's like we're a bunch of trolls living under a bridge. If you can guess my age, I'll let you pass. Oh, I think I figured something out. Okay.
do.
Alright, so I just opened that hatch that I couldn't get down earlier. I think if I run power to here, this thing will activate. I think. Right?
Okay.
So there
I
was
don't know,
a...
I'm not really paying attention. I'm having fun thinking about colloquialisms.
Yeah. Any good ones from Ireland?
No.
Well, here's one of my favorites that I always use that Eric had never heard. If somebody is, like, misbehaving or being, like, bad in any way, you refer to them as showing their ass.
Yeah,
That's
never
one of
heard
my
that until I heard
favorites.
it in the Beyonce song. I think I told you that before.
Yeah. Eric had never heard it, too, and I was referring to somebody showing their ass.
He obviously
And-
thought you meant it literally, yeah. Which
Yeah,
is what
I was like, he was showing his ass, and he was like, wait, what?
Yeah, like Beyonce, I was like wondering what the fuck she was on about.
Yeah, it just means you're misbehaving and being bad.
If someone's misbehaving in Ireland,
Aha!
ooh,
Hi, kitty. Nasty kitty. So small. So small.
Well, I have something on here since I put bait on it, and... Or do I leave and come back a little later? Oh, I dated a girl from Wisconsin who said that she drank out of bubblers. I remember that, too. I've dated people from everywhere, Lydia.
bubblers, that's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Yes.
hoes in different area codes.
I got hoes in different area codes, and none of them speak to me any longer.
Oh no.
No, that's not true. I'm on pretty good terms with all of my exes,
That's
because
good.
all of my exes come from Texas.
But I thought they all had different area codes.
No, I'm on good terms with everybody I've ever dated, pretty much, except for one. The one that was from Wisconsin, because those Wisconsin girls, they can't be reasoned with.
No. Did you try Parmesan?
Parmesan? Like the cheese?
Yeah.
I've tried Parmesan many times. Or
I mean-
Parmesan, as we say here in the colonies.
Well, I suppose it's a more accurate pronunciation, isn't it?
E Parmigiano.
Eh.
I like Parmesan cheese.
It's really delicious.
So that did something. You know what I like doing, JM? I like getting some good old-fashioned Wisconsin cheese curds that squeak when you eat them. And you know what else I like to that squeaks when you eat it is a hot dog, right, Fiddle? Fiddle's got this weird obsession with me talking about eating things, so he's really into it. It's like in a creepy way.
Is American cheese real?
Yes.
Like, it's not like
In that
milk
it is
powder reconstituted with gelatin.
in that it is extant, yes.
But, like, it's not a real type of cheese.
It's mostly oil. Yeah, exactly, like JM says there. It is an oil-based cheese product.
Yeah, like
Like
you know, you call
cheese-
cheddar or West Country
Cheese-
cheddar because it's treated in a certain way, and like it's they make the production is different.
Right.
But
It's like champagne can only come from, or Bordeaux only comes from the Bordeaux region of France or whatever.
Yeah.
And bourbon can only come from Kentucky.
Ooh.
If you got something from, it's not Kentucky bourbon, I don't want to drink it for one, because that's all I drink as far as whiskey is concerned. I bet this powers the mine cart when you put it back this way, huh?
I'm gonna get a cigarette. I'll be back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.
I like American cheese, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a gross boy. I'm a nasty boy that likes that American cheese. Ooh, I just had a thought. What if I make this boil again? Because now I can get to I can get to that area while this is boiling now. Is that why we have Wisconsin? We invade them because we thought it had oil. That's probably it. Fiddle. I mean, technically, any cheese can be American cheese. Because, you know, if it's made in America, it's American cheese. Oh, are you in Greece, Gior? That's cool.
Oh.
Feta's
I
Greek,
like
right?
goat's cheese, but I don't like feta for some fucking reason. I think it's because whenever my parents buy it, they buy it reduced and it's like gone off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of... Do you have like... Supermarkets, they have a little shelf where it's like all the stuff that's going off tomorrow they sell
Yeah.
for cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we get most of our groceries.
I mean, that's where you should get most of your groceries. I really hate the idea of wasting food in general, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I just had a thought that if I start this boiling again...
Yeah.
Like...
Would it bring power up there?
Would it bring power elsewhere?
Yeah.
So
That's a
I'm
good
doing
idea.
that.
It's good thinking.
I'm pretty smart sometimes, Lydia.
Oh my god, JM, you're into cryptic crosswords. I can't do them. I'm not good with words. Like...
What's a cryptic crossword?
It's
Is it
where...
different from like a regular crossword?
Yeah, it's in that it's cryptic, but there aren't really solid rules about what the rules are, you know? It's
Okay.
not like maths, which makes sense to me.
Math makes absolutely zero sense to me because I'm a dullard.
I think it's just different ways people's brains work. Like, words don't make sense to me, really. I'm not a word person.
I'm a worder,
Yeah,
as I like to call it.
Worder's original.
I consider myself to be somewhat of a wordsmith.
Oh,
Nice.
in America the rules are much more solid. Oh my god, I should try American crosswords, so... That makes sense. American culture can be quite straightforward in ways that English isn't, you know?
Yeah. We're kind of a nation of dummies, Lydia's. My clue for feta was the 6th letter and 7th letter in Greek cheese.
Oh, I would have gotten that, I think.
I probably would have gotten that too. I love feta cheese, man. I love getting a gyro.
Kebab, like.
Yeah, like a kebab. Or kebab, as we would call them. Also, a kebab here is just
It's a
like...
shish kebab.
Yeah, like a shish kebab.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
If
we
you
have
say-
shish kebabs and we have doner kebabs as well.
Yeah. They call it donair in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy bastards.
They have a restaurant in Nova Scotia where Danny was from called the King of Donair. And you can go there and you can get pizza with donair meat on it.
Oh yeah, they do that in town too, in Apache.
I would eat that.
Yeah. No, I love it. Like, I don't like lamb in general, but I like it when it's
Oh,
ultra processed in a
Oh,
kebab.
I fucking love lamb.
Do you?
Oh, I love it.
They call American cheese Canadian cheese in Canada.
Do they really call it Canadian cheese?
I don't know,
That's
maybe that's a
funny.
joke actually.
They call in Canada, Canadian bacon is just ham.
It's not bacon.
Yeah, it's just ham. And also, milk comes in bags.
No.
Yeah, it does. You have a little pitcher in your fridge, and you pour the milk from the bag into the pitcher.
Oh, that's really good. That's good for the environment, right? Or
Yeah,
are
it's-
bags just as bad as...
Oh no, the bag is supposed to be better for the environment.
Okay.
So I don't know what I'm doing here, Lydia. I feel like I'm just kind of aimlessly wandering around at this point.
Wisconsin is the only state in America that's not allowed to sell Kerrygold, which is a type of cheese from my county.
I asked you about Kerrygold,
Mm-hmm.
And in
Yeah, you're the one who told me that it's an international thing. I didn't know they sold it anywhere else.
Well, the thing is, they like say that it's just like ooh, special butter here. Like ooh, you gotta use Kerrygold butter. It's simply the best because it's imported from Ireland. So I asked you if, like, in Ireland, Kerrygold is just like the butter you buy, like Land O'Lakes or whatever. Like,
No, it's just regular butter.
regular ass butter. Yeah, it's fancy here because it's Irish.
I mean, yeah, it's imported.
Right,
France has
yeah.
a law that you have to offer. Oh, right, is that it? I thought it was because it had to be like looked at by a dairy council or something and like inspected like the factory or whatever or the process that it's made, and because we're in Ireland they can't do that. I don't know. But that makes sense. I trust JM. And also he says go to the trap and look up.
Go to the trap and look up. Okay. I didn't notice I could look up there.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, there's a fan.
Oh, and put the bead in the thing.
Put the bead in the thing.
Yeah, and see if the fan stops or something.
Put the bead in the fan?
No, on the grill. Put it on. I know nothing about Greece other than the financial crisis hit hard there. Yeah, it was Greece and Ireland were the worst hit, I think.
Oh, I guess I gotta turn the power back on here, right?
I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta switch the boiler over. There we go. I think that was what went to the trap. Oh man, remember bees in the trap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got nothing else to say about it.
I love Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, it's closed. Interesting. A little frog!
Hello.
Oh! It made the same noise as the bean. As the thing that I rotated.
Bye. Now look up and see if there's any difference.
Fan's still running.
Hmm.
Here, I'm just gonna take this.
Hmm.
The frog made the same noise as the ball that I found, though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put orange frog because it was an orange frog. I don't know if that makes any difference. Oh!
What'd you figure?
I just figured it out. Yep.
Genius.
JM just said throw the switch on the walkway. I noticed the cord running to the fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh my lord! I figured it out. I figured it out before JM said it. JM just said it after I figured it out when I started going, oh!
I believe you.
That hurts my throat to do that. Try it, Lydia.
What, screaming?
Oh!
Oh!
Wabba-da-ba-ba! Zibba-da-ba jazz!
It's jazz time. Welcome to jazz.
Yeah, a little book. February 13th, 1982. I've got a big black spot in the middle of my monitor, so I can't read part of this.
Okay, what part? Can't you read?
The
I'll read it for you.
latest ink formulation has proven a failure, even when writing in... Oh, I can look over at OBS to see this. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book, only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work! I hate it! I hate it so much I set my coffee on the paper. There are days when the lab is comfortably warm from the flames of the failed attempts. It's uncomfortably warm. The further I refine each element, the formulation of the inks and paper, the physical dimensions of the book, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair without access to Dunny. My long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are avenues of research which remain to be explored. This would be May 8th, 1982. I am discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure. Although I have been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate the star field and have proven that their paths are cyclical, without proper instrumentation, it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. This is hard handwriting to read. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping spaces, much like a link. But the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this juncture defy logical reasons. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum, as one might expect in space. Yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere.
Oh.
That Atris and Catherine threw themselves into the void is further evidence that it might be safe to travel. But without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. It is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long, but it is likely that the results would be catastrophic given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. Maintenance on the steam vent caps completed on February 10th, 1983. I'm extremely pleased with the continued success of this system. I believe the construction to have been the time to the Dunny... Wait, what? May have been true to the Dunny designs of my memory. Another example of the superiority of Dunny technology. It's ironic that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I've recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atris wrote into the age during their escape. Certainly, by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atris intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of it falling into unknown hands. Also, had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, and this is most certainly what would have happened, for the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold on to the belief that it was an unintended consequence of their writing, for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son had meant for this age to merely be a prison for me rather than a death sentence.
Yeah, well.
On May 14th, 1983, the construction of the images have proceeded without fault. Yeah, I read that right. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the Dunny technology to mimic that of Ahmad. The Ahmad?
Yeah.
In some ways, the similarities between the two cultures was striking. I wonder if perhaps there had been communication or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Keita's people were even descendants of the Dunny. It pleases me to think so. Oh, is this... No, it's not. It's a different balloon-looking thing. I feel like saying the number one hits for those dates as you list them. Go ahead and list the number one dates as I list them, JM.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Go crazy. Note, it's possible that if I were somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I would suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generation could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles? Are you just... is there a gas leak while he was writing this? What the fuck is he talking about? I'll use the fire marbles in the schmagoogle fools.
It's jazz, baby.
Yibbidi-bit-pow-pow! Jazz! I've been cataloging the natural. Yeah, the natural. It's hard to read this handwriting, okay?
Yeah.
Natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now, and yet I still continue to find evidence of the Dunny preoccupation with 5. Okay, the number 5 is important. I'm just going to write the number 5 right here on my sheet and circle it, and I'm going to draw 3 arrows to it. I better draw 4, that looks better. Okay.
As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5... So has he been here since he was a kid?
I don't know if he's been here since he was a kid. He's been at least a Dunny since he was a kid, right?
That's wild, yeah.
As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had special significance to the Dunny society, from the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling's elite to the humble homes of the commoners. It was ubiquitous. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the text that I used to compose this age. Further proof that though this art of the Dunny masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not, as many mistakenly thought, merely building links to pre-existing worlds.
Oh, okay.
Well, most of my constructions have been based on Dunny designs. I see now that the ones that I have imbued with the power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. Ah, look, the eyeballs! Aha! I am still attempting to determine the Dunny color symbology reflects this superior design principle. Although superficially it is based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. Okay, so 1 eyeball equals frog noise. It's KI. I'm going to write down these other eyeball shapes. I think that's smart. So there's one with just a line through it. There's one that was an eyeball, but it has a dot instead of a line. Hold on, I'm writing these down, Lydia. There's one with a circle. There's a sideways eyeball, or as I like to call it, a vagina. And then there's a sideways one with a thing. I don't know if the eyeball that I saw earlier had a line or a dot, so we'll have to go back and look at it. I finally made a breakthrough as I have succeeded in modifying the fire marbles to generate enough power to hold the descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but is nonetheless well suited for my purposes, and so I have designated it my...
Word.
It's my fakakta age.
Should I write that thing down?
I'll write it down. Why not? I imagine that this is some kind of, like, Roman numeral analog.
Yeah.
So, alright, there's a bar on either end, and then there's a line that goes all the way through. And then there's, like, a part of an F, and then a K. FK, in the coffee. If anybody got that reference, hello, welcome.
Denumbering. That's
and it ends in RD. So
yeah, so it must be a number system.
Would
right?
the KI be? It's got to be like something third.
Yeah.
So like
right?
53rd, 33rd, maybe just third.
Yeah. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Yeah.
Jorvan.
Three is the only one that.
Yeah, with Erd.
That ends with ORD.
The Fire Marbles puzzle is the most difficult in history. It's impossible to solve it without help. It's hard even if you got clues. You will see. I'll take a look, Gior. I'll figure it out. I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, you might be able to. Like, I'm good at maths, So
Lydia's good at math. I'll make her do the math. I'll do the
Yeah.
words.
like there was a thing in Abduction where you had to figure out this whole number system. And I did quite okay at that.
Lydia, you're an astrophysicist.
I failed out of first year of that course.
Here's the thing, though. You went for it. I was an English major. I just had to read a bunch of books. By studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create more appropriate age to resettle on. For now, I will build an office, set up my living quarters there, in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety without distraction. There's a Katamari ball over here. Na 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 na. How long is this? Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! We're gonna be here all day! Fuck! Oh, buckle in. Once we finish reading this, we're done for the day, Lydia. How's that?
Yeah, it's almost my bedtime. Are those numbers? Can you read those
What numbers?
over that thing?
Over
Over
what
the-
thing? Oh, yeah, this?
Hemisphere?
It looks like it might be like 188, maybe?
188. Yeah, the last one looks like an 8 anyway.
Yeah, it does. I don't mean this puzzle with numbers. The other puzzle that you'll meet in the future. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And math versus math's another colloquialism. It's true. I don't say maths. I just say one. There's only one math for me, baby. But mathematics. I see where you guys come by maths. I must admit that I am proud of my work. To think that in such a primitive conditions I have accomplished in 29 years what it took the Dunny centuries to achieve.
Note: repair outerwear for work on this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether.
You gotta whisper things in parentheses.
Of course, yeah.
Why does he put it in like? This is for his own private notes. Why?
Yeah, I mean, like, what?
What a dumbass. On April 13th, 1984. Hey, we're getting closer to when I was born. I've begun construction of a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on Fakakta. I'm going to say Fakakta because it's got an F and a K.
Focaccia.
Footloose, Kenny Loggins, says JM, is the #1 single. Footloose, kick off your Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, blow me off of my knees.
Step back.
Get back. Come on before we crack. Anyway, the Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island. According to my exact specifications, an installation of the domes is underway at last. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid. But the pace has picked up considerably since then. I anticipate no further delays. I am looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. So this is the big gold dome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is like, there's You Sunk My Battleship puzzle. It's like...
I'm going to write down this little diagram here. It looks important. So I'm just going to write down, it's a circle. There's a circle in the middle and 5 spokes, of course. 5 is the big number here. And then there's a box with a little box on the side. There's a little square. There's 9 boxes with 2 on the side. I'm going clockwise here from...
Mm-hmm.
So 9
It's a sensible way
boxes
to do things.
with 2 on the side. Then there's a Tetris piece. You like Tetris, Lydia?
Yeah, I was actually playing it the last day.
Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum 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 bum. I love that song. Okay, so I wrote that down, and I'm just gonna write a question mark next to it because I don't know what its significance is. Due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system in all of the domes. Okay, probably need to write this down too. This one is a square, and it's showing that there is a right angle in that corner. There is a square with a letter D and then like a little bump on the bottom. There is a square and then there's the letter V inside of it. There is a square and then there's a right angle in the top right corner. And then there is a square and it's got a right angle in the top right corner and an intersecting angle in the top or the bottom right corner. Okay, I've written all those down.
Hell yeah.
So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe? Oh, it is. Look, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Wait, what? 4.
Oh my god.
And then 5, maybe.
Oh.
I don't see the 3 in that one, but the maybe like 2, like 2, maybe 3.
I think 4 is the only one that makes sense.
4 is the only one that makes sense. Oh man, what if they wanted to make sure that this was the bad guy? I'm assuming that Gent is writing this. What if one of them was just a swastika? He's a Nazi too. June 7th, 1985. Skip 2 years here. JM, hit me with that fucking #1 hit. I caught one of my assistants looking over this journal today. I'm glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. Note, discuss security with each guild. This one didn't warrant parentheses, by the way.
No, I guess not.
Everything She Wants by Wham! I love Wham! Note, discuss security with each guildmaster. No problems expected from the maintenance, education, and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and the builders more closely. 10/24/1986. I was 10 months old!
Awooga!
Awooga! As every song, as every top 20 hit or whatever is in October, it was the Monster Mash. It was the mash. It was the Monster Mash. When I Think of You by Janet Jackson. I wonder what Janet's up to these days. Today I heard several more reports of spirit sightings by some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels...
On the Black Moiety.
Yeah,
Moiety, as the villagers
obstinately
insist on referring to them.
Hold on, let me read that.
On the Black Moiety, as the villagers obstinately insist on referring to them,
have attained a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics. That's 3 capitalized there. You capitalized all the T's.
Oh, he always writes his T's like that.
I guess he does. I just noticed.
Idiot.
Or. The first word was or, says JM. The Black Moiety. Oi, mighty. And have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. Hey, Eric. Beep, beep. The villagers are certainly susceptible to this form of coercion, especially given of late the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and death. January 15th, 1987.
So
it's a week before my first birthday!
Woo!
Woo! The Y-Tram traps, the E-Tram traps, have been steadily fruitful this year. Apparently, the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystems. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest. No shortage of poison for their darts this season.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Walk like an Egyptian, the Bangles! Hell yeah! I love that song too.
Oh, JM, that makes so much sense. The E-Tram.
E-Tram is the name of the frog.
Yeah. And they're poisonous.
I just wrote down E-Tram equals frog. I don't know what information I need to keep and what I don't. Speaking of frogs, my dog just walked into the room. Hey, buddy. Speaking of frogs, frog and dog rhyme. Hey, buddy. Hear that? Do you hear that?
He's a good boy.
That's me patting him. Hey, bad boy, what are you doing in here, huh? Anyway. Oh, he sneezed. He shakes his head. He's out of here.
Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine
Find a particularly pleasant extract from my pipe that is smoother than any of the others from recent years. Etrem is Marty, spelled backwards. The frog's name is Marty.
Marty.
On March 29th, 1987, chemical analysis of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Its composition contains elements that are unlike anything I've encountered on the islands. It appears they have access to a resource of which I am unaware. Perhaps a mine, an uncharted island, or an uncharted island. And then here's a picture of the knife. We've seen those everywhere. Lean on Me by Club Nouveau, not bad. What is that? Lean on me, lean me on, Club Nouveau wrote this song! Oh, God. No. JM just says no. Is it lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be there. I'll help you carry on. Yeah, that's it, I think. There we go.
Oh, really?
Yep. For it won't be long till we all need somebody to lean on. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. Anyway. So we write a song and you sing it. I'll try my best, Gior. I'll guess about it.
Yeah.
I will attempt to sing. I know that I can't do it very well. It's evidenced right there. But
I'm an incredible singer.
You're a really good singer, Lydia. I've heard you sing before.
Really? No, yeah, I'm not.
You're pretty good.
I'm average.
You're better than me, so.
Better than Selena Gomez. No, not better than you. You have a very good diaphragm.
Oh! That's how I.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think a closer inspection of the area is warranted. Did I just skip a whole thing? Note! The knives have been found at the south side of the village. This is the same area in which there have been reports of people mysteriously disappearing. There we go. The fact that they leave these distinctive knives as a sign of their presence concerns me. They're growing more bold and seem to no longer fear discovery of their hideout. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging out by the dojo. There you go. I just sang that for your man.
It's a kid singing to his dad who won't pick him up after karate
class. Yeah. Rest in peace, George Michael. It was a very good song. Okay, June 27th, 1987, JM, hit me. The latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months, but with new figures, I am uncertain. They have nearly finished writing the Fakakfa.
55th.
I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. That's one that I don't know, unfortunately.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Oh, I haven't heard that one, actually. I don't know it.
You know that's... How could you not know that song? With somebody who loves me. Somebody who... Somebody who... You know that.
Neurovac, hello. You might want to change your category to Riven, the sequel to Master. I have a lovely singing voice, but please don't, says Neurovac. Neurovac, I tried to change it to Riven. It didn't change. I'm sorry. Eric knows it. He likes Whitney Houston. Neurovac, how about, you don't come into my chat and tell me what to do? Just an idea?
Should we sing more?
You know what? I figured this out, Lydia.
Yeah.
The numbers that he wrote are sideways. The one that we are talking about now is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 3 sideways. So the 53rd and I think the 55th is I think what he's going for.
Okay. Okay, bye.
All right, bye, Neurovac. Thank Thanks for coming in and presuming that you can control me immediately. Bye. Some people, right? Total collapse in the... fuck. We got strung up on Whitney Houston. It's French, you pig, says Eric. Some other guy came in and yelled at me for making fun of his username. He said, it's French, you pig, because it was docteur instead of doctor.
When was that? Was I here?
Were you here? No, you weren't. We were playing Bloodborne, I think.
It's French, you pig.
Yeah, he was pissed off at me. Oh yeah, he said that I need to work on my commentary skills. Ugh, who gives a shit? Just go fuck yourself.
Well, are you supposed to talk about the game? Like,
am I?
I don't know.
James says, I'm glad I could roll with this. This is... The latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted that a total collapse in approximately 3 months, but with the new figures, I am uncertain. I've nearly finished writing the 55th age, I think is 55th. Mm-hmm. And I have every faith that it will indeed be a safe place for us to relocate to. Yet it would be helpful to know what has caused the halt in this age's breakup. Is it possible that it's stable after all? If so, I must discover how this age differs from my less successful attempts. My examination of the 53rd, I think, age have thus far proven inconclusive. Or perhaps someone is repairing the damage to the 5th age? If so, it would almost certainly be Atris's doing. It is Atris's doing. He said that he was doing it, yeah. I reluctantly decided to abandon my experiments into the behavior of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters on which I must now concentrate, leaving me little time for such speculative research. For future reference, however, my investigation up to this point have revealed the following. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a life form that resides in it, specifically a type of bacteria. Oh. I'm imagining a motile?
Yeah.
Motile?
Yeah.
Is that a word? A motile unicellular organism, but one with structures capable of holding bits of water, whose combined effect...
via surface tension? A stronger force?
Causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat, for example, a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its dramatic aversion to heat sources. Unfortunately, these theories are still not fully tested, and I remain ignorant both of its deeper nature and its possible uses.
Oh, he does go on, doesn't he? Oh
July 6, 1987. You didn't miss anything, JM. Just a lot of us reading and just yelling at a guy in the chat. Man, I should just do audiobooks at this fucking point, right? Can we get out my fucking copy of War and Peace and get going? Same #1 hit. Oh man, Whitney was on the charts for a while here.
Yeah, which is why I'm so surprised you don't know it.
I've probably heard it. I just don't recognize you singing it, maybe.
Yeah.
An exciting development. Last night, a squad of maintainers stumbled upon a lone rebel scout and obtained from him a most incredible device. A motile is a single-celled organism capable of motion. Oh, so like a paramecium or something. Like one of those little dudes. A crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books, much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Catherine must have fabricated the device before I captured her, obviously with an explicit dunny schematic she must have brought with her to this age. If only I'd access to such a document all these years! Oh! Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the writing of ages and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for each new book I write. It is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to Dunny. Regaining access to the resources there may be crucial to the completion of my mission. Done. Finally.
Finally. Oh my
Wish I could
God.
throw this fucking book in the fire, man. Got some pots and some acorns or something. Inkwell. Got a big old syringe.
Cool. He
I think
checks his
that's
ass with that.
I think that's where I'm going to stop it for tonight.
Yeah, it's my bedtime.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he does go on, doesn't he?
It's one more page, Lydia. We got this. July 28th, 1987. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating but anchored near the surface to the bay. I ordered this object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite mysteriously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. Oh, it's one of these guys.
Ooh.
Oh, so this is eyeball with a dot. So I've already seen eyeball with a line.
Have you?
Yes.
Okay.
Eyeball with a line was the frog.
Okay.
Eyeball with a dot is 3. Okay, I've made that note, and it does not appear to make any noise when it rolls. Maybe... I don't know if that's just the noise of it rolling on the table or what.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm gonna put stone or wood grinding question mark on table at Gent's house.
Eric, what's Figrin Dan and the Motile Nodes?
Figrin Dan and the Motile Nodes is the name of the Star Wars Cantina band. The
Oh god.
You ever heard that song from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the name of the band in fiction is Figrin Dan and the Motile Nodes.
Right, okay.
Is that all that's in here? Just his little desk? Oh no, you can turn around and look around in here. We're not gonna do that though. I'm gonna save my game. Save it in number 1 here. Let's save it in slot 2. We're gonna call it Figrin Dan and the Motile Nodes. There we go. Save. All right, thank you for joining me, everybody. Except for Niravek, who came in and tried to boss me around and immediately got kicked out. Yorvam, thank you for following. That's very sweet of you. I'm glad that you're here. Good luck with everything that's happening there in Greece. Next stream, if you know when, please tell me, because we have a different time zone. If you don't know, okay, I hope I will detect you. When do you want to do this again, Lydia?
I don't know. But Friday?
Never.
Friday night?
Yeah, we can do Friday afternoon. That sounds good.
Okay.
We'll do some more Friday afternoon. Lydia, what time is it there when we start?
Today, when did we start?
Yeah.
Like 7, maybe? 7 p.m.?
7 p.m. around there? I imagine that you and Greece are closer on the same time zone than he is to me, so...
Yes.
So
Yeah.
7 p.m. Ireland time, if that helps you out, Georg. I'm in Eastern time. But it'll be Friday afternoon around the same time. How does that sound? When we'll start. And we'll play more Riven,
Good.
the sequel to Myst. JM, thanks as always for showing up. Undead Cowboy, don't know if you're still there. But hell yeah. Yeehaw and all that. Georg, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be streaming Friday night playing Bloodborne. I might do another one before then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all for Riven for now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Goodbye, everybody.
You all